top coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 59 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second down, Michel. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Gone! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, Collins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, this is Collins. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a give to Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They pitch it out to Collins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
Jackson on first down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates his way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And he lost the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The drive starts with a run by White. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lucky 56.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll run with White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. with Collins. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple, down to the 19. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Detroit!
Here's White. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Adams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On play action, they'll throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll look to set up his blockers. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the give, this is Collins running left. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Play action. It's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Now it's Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Now Collins. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They stay on the ground with White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
No, check. Patriot. Patriot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
This is Collins on the handoff. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
No. Check. Patriot.
This is Collins on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Leopard!
They go play action with Jackson. Steps away to his left. That is incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, look at the juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go play action here on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Set. Green 39, green 39. Gone, 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 gone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles Tapper in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Green 39, green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham in there to get him for a loss of 5. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Leopard, leopard. Gone, 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 gone.
They go again with Collins. He will push his way down to about the 14. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Set, B-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Anthony Averett picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Ravens, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come.